What's happening there fascinates me. The fact that they refuse to just flat out let Zach Wilson be the backup at this point demonstrates only one thing to me, and that is that this kid has done unimaginable damage to his own career in an incredibly short time. In a world where teams will do anything to make the second pick in the draft work, to find a way to justify having taken him, the Jets obviously have on their hands a situation that is so bad in their locker room that they can't even let him dress. They have to send Joe Flacco out there as their backup, even though Joe Flacco retired 2 years ago. Joe Flacco wants to play less than I want to play. And yet they have to put him on the field. And the only explanation for that I can imagine is that Robert Saleh knows, because he knows his team and his locker room better than I do, that there would be a revolt, that he would lose his team if he put Zach Wilson back on the field. The damage, like, when has that ever happened? How badly has this kid screwed up the relationships inside his own building in this period of time that they can't even dress him for an NFL game on a Sunday? Nuno, I don't know what to compare it to. I mean, the comparisons to Ryan Leaf are the things that jump to mind. It almost feels like they're treating him like he's toxic, like he's radioactive. You can't make him the freaking backup with Mike White walking around out there without ribs, and you're going to put Joe Flacco out there in the event that something happens in games you desperately need to win. No one can tell me Joe Flacco is a better option on the field right now. There are no way better off with Joe Flacco on the field than they are with Zach. At absolute maximum, it's a push, and I don't even think it's that. They're just terrified to put the kid anywhere near the field. Nuno, I can't remember the last time I've seen anything like it.
It's extremely bad, right? Because if you listen to Robert Saleh, he's talking about, he's doing he's doing what we asked for him in practice, and we're breaking down practice tape for him and things of that nature. Now, I have to ask you this, though. At what point, as a Jet, as a player, you're in that locker room and you see what Joe Flacco is giving you, that you turn to the coaching staff and be like, all right, I know we have an issue with this guy, but in worst case scenario, break glass, which we've seen this past weekend, where all these hits that he took, Zach Wilson actually gives us a better shot than Joe Flacco. He needs to be the backup. And
the fact that isn't happening is the point I'm making. I mean, that's the fact that the other players, if you're Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner and C.J. Mosley and all these guys who are playing so well on defense, and you're seeing what's happening out there, and I get it. Mike White, he's probably earned that job for the rest of this season, come hell or high water. But you can't even make this kid the backup. And they all see it. They all see Flacco. He can't move. He can't do anything. So the fact that they're not willing to put the kid on the field, they won't give him a jersey. They won't give him a uniform on Sunday. That I think tells you that things are even worse than you might have imagined.
No doubt. There are things that we will learn down the road that happened this year that will make that'll make our mouths agape. We'll learn things about Zach Wilson, what he said, what he did, what he knew, what he didn't, how hard he worked, how hard he didn't work, etc. That will, I think, go a long way in informing how we came to this place. It is wild that the second pick in the draft is here right now.
No, it is Ryan Leaf-like.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I can think of to remembering anything like it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.